school football sectional champions are going to be crowned tonight, and our game of the week is a Hamilton County matchup, a rematch between Westfield Shamrocks and Carmel Greyhounds. Greg Straw from ISC Sports Network is here to break down the game. Good morning, my friend. How are you?
Good to see you, buddy. Thank you.
This is a week one rematch, right?
Week two.
Thank
Close
you.
enough.
Yeah.
Close enough. 34-10, Carmel won that game, and that was kind of a game where we all kind of figured, hey, this Carmel team is really, really good because Westfield had beaten them the last 3 times they had played. So, and Westfield was the returning state runner-up from last year. They've had some graduation losses, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But again, now at this point, we're 10 games into the season.
Sure.
So again, you kind of know what these two teams have. So frankly, I think this will be a more competitive game going into tonight. I saw probably still lean towards Carmel a little bit in terms of the win. I think it's going to be a really good football game. What
are we looking at as far as some of the keys to this game if Westfield is going to bounce back from that rematch?
Sure. Well, Westfield has kind of held them back all year long is the fact that offensively they just haven't kind of had that great output. Now, they made a quarterback change in the middle of the season, went to the sophomore in Cooper Melvin. And the other thing is I'm curious if they kind of go to school on Carmel giving up over 200 yards rushing against Lawrence Central, not last week, but back to the final week of the regular season back on October the 17th. Westfield is a run-heavy offense led by tailback Deacon King, who sometimes will play both ways for Westfield. I think that's the real kind of quandary in this game. Can Westfield generate enough offense? Carmel, you see Anthony Colner here throwing the football. This is in last week's 56-7 victory against Harrison. Carmel really wasn't tested in that game, nor was Westfield tested in their game against Zionsville. Carmel's got a couple of injuries offensively, but they've got such depth at both running back and wide receiver. I think they can overcome that. I think it comes down to, again, can Westfield score enough points to win this football game?
Yeah, that's going to be the big question because Carmel can really light it up.
Yeah, and Anthony Colner, and this is a statement that is a mouthful. Last week, he became the all-time leading passer in the history of Carmel High School football. That was a record that was held by former Purdue Boilermaker legend, former Indianapolis Colt Mark Herman, who held that record for nearly 50 years. Anthony's going to play at Troy University in Alabama. He's been a 3-year starter for Carmel. And he's really a dual-threat quarterback because they've had some injuries in the running back position. Colner rushing the football has become more of a thing for Kevin Wright's team. So, again, if it's a shootout, that's pro Carmel. I don't think it's going to be a shootout. Again, Westfield maybe has to generate some points on defense, I think, tonight to give themselves a good shot.
Sectional finals, such a fun night. Any other games you got your eye on?
A lot of rivalry games that catch your attention. So, again, this is not the only Hamilton County matchup. The Mudsock game, version 2, Fishers and HSC. Brownsburg and Avon play as well. And, again, Avon put 47 on Brownsburg, game that we had on ISC and my NDTV back in week number 4. In terms of headline matchups, locally, New Pal and Cathedral clearly come to mind because New Pal is the favorite in 5A. The general thought is if there's one team that might be able to get them, it's Cathedral, and those two play each other tonight.
What a fun one that's going to be as well. You can catch every play of our game of the week right here on MyNDTV 23. Greg, thank you as always. That game kicks off at 7 p.m. And then, of course, switch over to Wish TV for all the highlights on the zone.